Good afternoon. Today's date is Monday, March 18, the year 2024. It's 1:15 p.m. Right now, this is the Yonkers road test site. As you see, the sign right in front of me. This is Vredenburgh Avenue. The left of me is Cross County Shopping Center. I'm gonna show you the views of the road tests in Yonkers. This is where you take your road test at to get your New York State license. I put the hazards on because I don't know cars coming from behind me. That's why the hazard light is on. It's a very busy area over here. So right now, you either start in this street right here or the other side of the street. So right now, I'm gonna turn in a moment when it's clear. So this is where the DMV road test site for Yonkers is at, the city of Yonkers. All right, here we go. As you see, the cars is lined up to the right. Everybody's preparing to take their road test. The instructors, the examiners, and both sides. So this is where you line up to take your road test right here. Like I said, the mall is to the left. But they're not going to take you inside the mall. No, they're not. But this is the area where the road test site is at for Yonkers. So I'm going to tell you some of the rules, but not all the rules, because I'm not a driving instructor. I'm not. I'm just giving you an insight. What's it about? See, I keep my car left. You can't be behind nobody, because tailgating, you get points. There's a traffic signal. See to the left lane right there. People in that lane supposed to turn left only. If you go straight, that's illegal. Get in trouble for that. Keep that in mind. I'm making a right over here. So this street ends. So always turn your turn signals at any street that you turn. Always turn it on when you approach it. See, there's no turn on red. So when it's a red light, you cannot turn on red. You cannot do that. Also, when you turn just like that. You cannot turn all the way to the yellow line, because that's a wide turn. You'll get a ticket for that. Well, a ticket, and you get points in your road test for that. So they're gonna take you on this main road right here. The speed limit is 30, so you gotta drive around 30 miles per hour. You have to do that. That's the law. I'm gonna take you on some side streets in real streets, the main streets. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn here. See that white line right there? You cannot go past it. You gotta wait. This is Kimball Avenue. More likely you will see this street on your road test. Once again, this is Yonkers, New York. This is the road test site. People call it a square. They'll take you around in a box to drive all these streets. Now, there's no way they're not gonna have you do parallel park on the main road in the 3-point sign. It's not happening. With streets like this, they will do that. So right now, this is a 2-way street. So you gotta stay in your lane. Also, the speed limit is between 20 and 25. This is a regular neighborhood. Now, there's some cars that park around the street a little bit. So you gotta be very careful. This is a stop sign. So you stop one time. It's all about to go right away. You stop one time, and then you keep going. You don't stop twice, you stop once. You keep going. You keep driving till you see a stop sign. So Yonkers is pretty different. You see that sign right there? You cannot make a left turn here. You cannot do that. You see that sign right there? The red, black, and white sign. You cannot make a left turn. No, you can't turn this. You cannot make a left turn that street right there, but the next one you got to. So this street right here to the left, right here, that's a one-way street. You cannot turn left right there, but you gotta turn left on the next block, onto the left. See, it says do not enter. You cannot go straight. You have to turn left. Now, if you have to make a right, that little section right there to the right that's passed by, you make a right turn. You cannot make a right turn over here. You gotta make it right there, behind me, to the side of me. But the video is shown, and you see where you make the right turn if you want to go on this road. see what those cars just did? From the opposite direction, make a left. You're supposed to turn left. You're supposed to turn to the left. You gotta turn the closest lane for the direction you're going to. So also turn your turn signal on. Also, it's right. Every time you turn signal, okay? Here we go. Like I said, the examiner could take you any streets. I just want to give you a tour around the neighborhood, a tour. You keep going straight until they tell you what to do. It's either a left or a right. That goes for any street that they say. Once again, this says no turn on red. So it's like the main streets, you cannot turn red. When it's red, you gotta wait till the light is green. See that turn arrow? It's a one-way street. You hear those blowing horns? Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. They blowing for a reason, because the car's going too slow. You cannot go slow on the road like this. It's 30 miles per hour. You can't do that. That's obstruction of traffic, whatever that is. You cannot do that. You will get fit. Yeah, that's a fail. You cannot do that at all. No. I doubt the exam will take it this far up like here, but I'm just showing the tour around the neighborhood, around Cross County in the road test site. Keep going straight, the arrows going straight, so you cannot turn. You gotta go straight. I'm just showing how the mall looks, and if you want to do shopping up here, but once again, it's the road test site up here. They're probably not gonna take you over here, but you never know. Every examiner's a little different. They might want to show you to drive around the mall area. They might want to show you that, because when you do get your driver's license, you will be driving into a shopping center or a mall. That's what you got to deal with. See, it says stop sign. This says stop twice. It's not stop always. It says stop, so you got to stop twice. Right now, I'm stopping back and forth because I'm going with the traffic flow. So first thing you got to do when you stop behind the white line. One stop first. 2 seconds. Edge up a little bit. Second stop. Now you go. Each step at a time. When they turn in, you let them go, because they've been want to turn. See, when it says yellow, you do not race for the light. You do not do that. If you try to beat that light, you will fail the test. Automatic fail. So if you see a yellow light, you got to stop. Do not try to outbeat it, because once again, examiners see that, you're done off. After you get your license, you can do what you want to do. But for the road test, you got to take precautions. You got to do what they say. You got to know the rules. Now, this street up here is going towards the stores, so I'm not going to go up there. I'm going to focus more on the streets. That's what this test is all about. Now, the arrows on the ground, you can either go straight or right on this lane. But on the left lane, the red car next to me, you got to turn left. You cannot go straight and you cannot turn right. He's on the turning left lane, so you got to follow the arrows on the street. Now, I'm going to go back to the left again, where I started from, because if I make a right, that's the street that I started from with the road test. That's where I started from. Now, at the end of the road test, you'll go on this block right here. You go straight up. It's to your right. That's where the road test ends, right over there. But I'm not going to end it yet. I will come back here eventually to show you the road test ends. Remember, every street you turn, you got to turn your turn signal, whether it's right or left. But I'm making a left, so you got to turn left on your signal. Now, some examiners, after this point, they're gonna have you make a left or a right. This time, I'm gonna make a left. Earlier today, I made a right. It says only, which means you gotta do that only. There's no right turn, and you can't go straight. You gotta go left. Once again, I'm not an instructor. I'm not an examiner for the DMV. I'm not. I'm just a regular person that's driving around, showing the road test site areas of Yonkers. As you see, it's more residential. A lot of residential. This is not downtown Yonkers. No, it's not. These are the neighborhoods of Yonkers. I'm back to Vredenburgh Avenue. See, that's a bus stop right there. All right, I'm gonna turn one of these regular small streets. So I'm gonna turn here. All right, so a lot of these streets out here is very tight and narrow, so you gotta be extra careful. Streets like this, that might have you do like a 3-point turn, maybe. First stop, you do it again, and you keep going. 2 stops. What does the stop sign like that? That's a one-way street, right? See that arrow? You cannot make it right. That's a one-way street. It's one way. I'm gonna find a one-way street somewhere so I can show how it looks. So this is a dead-end street right here. First stop. Second stop. Proceed when it's safe to proceed. But streets like this, try to stay to the right as much as possible. You cannot be only more to your left because that's the opposite direction of traffic. You will automatically fail. Now, some streets out here don't got no yellow lines, so you gotta use imagination. Look the way the street is built. You see an imaginary line. Yes, it is. So we got a stop sign right here. It's like to the left is a dead-end street. So I'm gonna make a right. Streets is getting smaller and smaller, but situation like this, you could try to stay to the right as much as possible. You could try, but most likely you're in the middle, but it's okay. But still try to be to the right as much as possible. I know it's difficult, but you got to do it. Stay to your right as much as possible. I want to take it to regular streets because this is where you'll be doing your parallel park at and the 3-point turn most likely. See how I am? I'm trying to stay to the right as much as possible, but don't all the way to the right because you're gonna hit cars. Don't want that. I can see the examiners having parallel park over here because this street is not that busy. You will be parallel parking over here somewhere most likely. See, there's no stop sign. You got to keep going. Situation like this, dodge to the right a little bit, and this car is speeding, so let them go right away. You dodge. Yeah, don't wait in the middle like that. Just turn, move to the right. Give them space to move. Remember, you're the student. You're the beginner. Stop all ways. This is a one stop right here. Stop one time and you keep going afterwards. Let's turn in this block right here. All right. So as you see, it's very quiet right here. Not that much traffic. It's very peaceful. This is lovely. I want to find a one-way street so I can show you how to drive on that. I'm trying to find it, but it's not that easy. One-way street. All right. We'll go this way. That's Kimball Avenue up there. Okay. Now some streets got no lines, but it's a two-way street, so you gotta be to the right of the street. You cannot be on the left, you gotta be on the right. The way the street is made. Also, the speed limit around here is between 20 and 25, but on the main road is 30 miles per hour. Stop all the way again. Look all directions, look everywhere. Look at your mirrors, look behind, look everywhere. Don't just look straight. Look everywhere. You gotta be very observant. This might be a dead-end street over here, but maybe not. Let's see. Yes, it is a dead-end street. Okay, but I don't know if they're gonna take you over here, but you just never know. But it's kind of like a 3-point turn a little bit, but more steps are not up there. Your instructor will tell you more of the steps by do those turns. I didn't realize it was a dead street from well in advance. But that's I want to show you most streets as possible because they could take you over here. I don't know if they would because you never know. No hidden, you never know what you could get. There's different examiners out there. This is a two-way, but this car is parked like that because he lives over here. That's expectable. But to get to your main lane, you see that line in the middle? Gotta follow that. Once again, check all mirrors, check all lanes, look behind all, make sure it's safe. I'm gonna make a right. See, a lot of streets are down, go all over the place, all over. They're all over the place, big time. When you signal, you make sure you hit the signal. Don't hit the signal at the last minute. Hit it like a couple seconds before. See how I'm turning? It's a two-way street. You gotta turn just like that. You gotta turn all the way to this to just like that. You cannot do a quick turn to the left. You end up on that opposite direction side of the street. You can't do that. No, you can't. I still cannot find that one-way street. I'm trying to find it. I want to show you how you could drive on that. See, when people live over here, they do what they want to do. They can park any type of direction. Even when it's safe to turn, but guess what? When the pedestrian's crossing, you gotta wait. They got the right of way. I'm letting you know. This is a main road. This is Vredenburgh Avenue again. It says 30 miles per hour. This thing, the white sign again. See? So you can go between 25 and 35 miles per hour. Between that, around 30 is perfect. Yes, it is. It's not that many one-way streets out here. Not that many. But I did see one now and then when I came up here before in the past. So when you stop for a light, give car length. Don't be right behind them direct, and don't be forward behind. Don't be forward behind. No. Even though it says 30 miles per hour, but if a car going slow in front of you, you can't go fast by them. You cannot do that. Don't be bone rushing them. No. Cross County Center has an entrance to the mall. I'm not going in there. I turn here. Still trying to find that one-way street. If I can't find it, no big deal. It'll be nice to see it though. As you see, it's quiet, not that much vehicles and people outside, so it's easy to drive through. But don't take it for granted. You never know what can happen randomly. See, that's a one-way street. I want to come back that way. So what? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is watch out for people like that. They always come out with their doors. So always dodge over a little bit and turn your signal. See how I'm doing making the left? You cannot stop unless a car opposite direction is going towards you. You don't stop. Make that left when it's clear. But as you see a one-way street, good. I found one. So this is stop one way. So when it's clear, turn this like that. So this is a one-way street, but still you gotta stay to the left. This is a one-way street. Because you turn all the way to the, you return all the way to the other lane a little bit. That's a wide turn. You don't want that. You put a turn to the left as much as possible. That's like when you make a right turn, you put a turn to right as much as possible. So this is a one-way street. That's how it looks. As you saw, I stay more to the left to the middle. Okay, now I'll be turning here. I can make mistakes too, but it doesn't matter because I already got my license already for New York. I'm just showing how the neighborhoods are, how the streets are, how it's designed. That's what counts the most. It's a two-stopper. I call it a two-stopper because you gotta stop twice. If it says stop all the way, I call it a one-stopper. That's my language. But you see how I turn? It's a two-way street. So you cannot do a left to the left. When you make a left, you gotta go all the way up. You got to be turn right. You got to, when you make that left, you go all the way to at least to the center. How I'm doing it right here. See that straight line I'm doing? Yes, it is. The B-line bus. That's a 25 bus. The B-line bus. Now, traffic like this, you gotta wait, because this vehicle right there is blocking the lane intersection, sort of. So I gotta wait. You cannot dodge yourself through that during the road test, because you will fail. That's a complete instant fail right with that. You can't do that. So you gotta wait till traffic clear, like you said. But I could dodge up though. I'm gonna dodge up. But you can't turn yet. As you see cars going different directions, you gotta wait. This is a main road. They got the right of way. You gotta wait. When it's clear both sides, now you can turn. So now when I'm turning to the left as much as possible, a little bit after the yellow line. That's how you're supposed to turn. You cannot end up in the other lane right there. You see the black cars out, that'll be a wide turn. You don't want that. You're supposed to turn the closest as possible. So it's different rules on the road test. Certain things are unacceptable. I'll be turning here. Also, when you're turning, you got to decrease your speed. You turn the right to the right. There you go. When you make it right, you're supposed to go to the right as much as possible. You cannot make a right turn and end up in the left lane. That's a wide turn. Because that's either 15 or 5 points out of that, depending how the examiner feels. See how I turn for the right to the right? That's how you're supposed to do it. There's a red light. But every time you see a light, you're supposed to decrease your speed. When you see a red light, you can't speed up to the red light. You're supposed to decrease your speed, because you don't want to be slamming brakes at the last minute. So this is where the road test site ends over here. I see people standing around. They're ready to tweet that they know the rate of results. The road test site ends right there. So I'm gonna turn in this block right here. See what's over here. This is the mall once again. I'm gonna make a U-turn, but don't do this on the road test, because they're not gonna have you do this. They're not gonna do that unless they have you do a 3-point turn in the mall. That could happen. I can see them. They might do that. They might have you do that in here. They might have you do that. I don't know. You never know what to expect in life, so you never know. So I just showed you like a minute ago, all the people standing out to the right. That's why everybody waiting for the results, whoever they came with. That's how you got to do it. See these arrows? I'm on the right lane, so you got to turn right. You cannot turn left. If I want to do a left turn, you gotta be the left only. 2 stops right here. Now this situation, I gotta go to the other lane because it's a double parked vehicle. That's different. That is totally different. On the long run, you better turn to the right This one says do not enter. So it says only, so I'm gonna turn this block right here. But I have to wait because you see incoming cars coming. Pay attention to the signs. So I cannot go straight, and also to the left. I can't do that. See, I can't beat that light because they turn yellow. No. Remember I said that. If you come onto a yellow light, you got to stop. You can't keep going, because that's a failure for the test immediately. It could happen. I would recommend you not to do that. Just wait. But what I could do is, once the light is green, I'm gonna edge up a little bit straight, and then when the traffic's clear in the other way, then I could turn. But don't wait behind the white line when you're trying to turn. I did it before, you know. I should have edged up before, a little bit more before the light changed. But like I said, I'm making mistakes, but it doesn't matter. Shut up. All right, now I could turn. Now it's clear. Now you turn. There you go. Don't worry about people blowing your horns. Ignore them. Not my problem. Just practicing and showing the neighborhood the road test. That's it. It's a one way. I want to stop here. one way. Now you come in here. It's another small street. When people blow behind you, don't worry about them. You're doing your road test. Focus on your road test. Don't worry about other vehicles. A lot of times they're doing stuff illegal. They do what the hell they want to do. Okay, another one-way street. Here we go. 2 stops. First stop right here. Edge up a little bit. Second stop. Even though it's a one-way street, you still gotta look everywhere because people are riding bicycles, people walking everywhere, so you can always look everywhere. All right, this is a one-way street again. Right now, I'm staying to the left, to the middle as much as possible. Stop one way. All right. So this is a two-way street, so this is where I'm at. More towards the right, not the left, because it's a two-way street. You don't stand to the opposite car from the direction because that's a head collision. You don't want that. So a lot of streets, they don't got the white lines, but you gotta use your judgment. You know it's a crosswalk. Also, like I said, once again, you used to use your turn signal. Here we go. Stop all the way. Always stop behind the white line. Don't stop on it because that might give you points for that. It might. It's safer to be behind the white line, not on it. You got a traffic signal up ahead. The road. I'm gonna end this video coming up. So this situation like this, no left turn. So a block like this, you could do this. Make a right over here. If the examiner said make a right, you got to come over here. You stop, turn your signal on. First stop I did, now second stop. Make sure no car is coming. Safe to do so, turn right to the right. Here we go. Now, the sign, the road test sign coming up. That's where I started the video from. Now I'm coming right back over here. So right now this video would end over here. So at this time, remember to turn my hazards so nobody won't think I'm just sitting there. All right, so it's over. The road test site, CDL. There's different type of vehicle road tests around here. It's not this regular DMV, regular road tests, but it's other type of road tests happening around here. So this is the location of the road test once again. That's the view of Yonkers. Very residential, nothing but homes and houses. Most of the businesses are to the left. All right, so that was I hope y'all like the view of the road test site. In the event you want to do your road test in Yonkers, depending where you live in New York, whether you live in New York State, Westchester County, anywhere you live in upstate New York, or you live in New York City, one of the 5 boroughs, or you might live in Long Island, New York. If you want to do your road test in Yonkers, this is where it's at. Location, Cross County Mall. Right by Interstate 87, New York State Thruway. This is Vredenburgh Avenue, close to Mile Square Road and Kimball Avenue, the surrounding areas. Central Park Avenue 2 is over here too. All right, I'm closing this video out. See ya.